Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Rahul here, bringing you guys the next episode of the UFC 4 career mode featuring me, Rahul Shanmugam, not my full last name, in the featherweight division, and we just earned ourselves a contract in the Dana White's Contender Series. Which is pretty awesome, considering this is the first time ever, really. So, if you guys do enjoy this, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. So, this is actually going to be a combination of two recordings that you're going to see. The first recording, so, as you see right here, we won all of, we did everything, and, what I'm actually gonna do is, and for our first fight on the Dana White's Contender Series, is that you have to pick your fights, and obviously, you can't, like, decline or anything. So, later down the road, if you have a bigger name and everything, we're going up against Richard Herring. And it will take us 4 weeks. I cut that all out. And this is actually our first professional fight. And yes, as you saw, I cut that bit out because, you know, I didn't want to bore you guys to death. So, I am an 18-year-old. I'm 5'5", 145 pounds. Yes! That's pretty awkward. To say the least. So, as you see right here, there are actually some stats. If you are not at peak fitness, you can actually have your attributes go down. So, at this point, I would have to make a very key critical statement right here to go into this, you know, series, not series game. What? This isn't hockey or the NFL. As you see, I'm just doing, like, uppercuts, like, haymakers, and, all that kind of stuff here. Doing leg kicks, obviously, including, like, lead. There's, like, different kinds of, kicks as well, like lead kicks. If you actually level up your kicks, you could actually earn evolution points, which is very beneficial. And this person's, like, head is stunned. That's why you see the red part. He too, I didn't show you guys the, what is it, how do I put this, the type of UFC fighter he is. So, we're fighting really well. I actually got a leg kick, that connected with his head. So, that's something that I did really well. Which, that sounds really odd to say. In a game like this, I'm just doing jabs, like, modified jabs. His head is stunned. And this fighter is, like, backing off really awkwardly, which I don't understand why that's happening. So, Now he's blocking them. He knows that one of my shots are gonna connect. And that's the end of the first round. So this is my second, this is gonna be my first professional fight going into the second round. And no, I just wanted to end this quickly. The lead roundhouse kick got more evolution points. I wish some of these connected, but it actually connected, and boom, I won via TKO in that fight. And yep, I won my first professional fight. So as you see, I connected with a kick, a head kick that I just did ground and pound. My first fight, and I won that fight, and by KO. There wasn't much hype, obviously. You know, I did actually look at what these are, like more evolution, that kind of stuff, more money, more fans, but also the longevity stuff, that goes down. And so right here, we actually enter into my first fight, in the WFA. So depending how long you are in the WFA, you can go back to the Dana White's Contender Series. I'm gonna call it DWCS. You could go back to the DWCS to fight for a UFC contract. And today we're going up against Tomás Gomez. He is a Brazilian dude, and he's a jiu-jitsu artist, and yeah, I started taunting him already. I actually, like, got some, like, interesting moves. So, I don't know if the WFA is a real promotion, per se. I don't really know, because that's just, like, that's just how it is. That's how I personally think of it. And I'm just, like, going back and forth, and trying to figure this guy out. Because this guy is a featherweight. And he's possibly one of the not the greatest featherweight, but the WFA is supposed to be like, so after you do your DWCS fight, you go down to the WFA as a kind of like a developmental contract that you could go back up to the DWCS to earn a fight, depending on your performances. Whether you knock people out, you submit people, depending on your performances, you know, you could do your thing. And one of my main problems was that I still have this. I have a lot of problems with blocking. I say that because, you know, that was my main problem. And, like, look, see, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why is this happening? So, down to, like, the last minute, I guess you can say, I connected a good head kick right there. Body kick. Thigh kick. Like, more kicks, obviously, to that part, and that was the end of the first round. So basically that's what happened, and so far so good. Yeah, taunting, why not? I don't know what made me think that was a good idea, but you know, but you know, I do my deeds in this game, and if you don't like them, then enjoy. So, I was able to get up for these fights. In certain fights, I wasn't, for other, like, so, yeah, that's the best way I could put it, because that's just how it is, really. My strength, my recovery was so poor. I guess you could put it, like, because my stamina was really, like, bad. And I stunned this guy again with a head kick. And I knew it was gonna be over. Because, you know, this guy did this. I got up. And I was doing my jabs, obviously. He did a body. Like, I was just doing my jabs. He did a back fist, like, elbow. Which, I didn't understand why that was a move. And I landed a, you know, I landed a knee. And he had me in, like, a potential arm bar. And I was like, no thank you. So I landed a kick to the head. I was doing my ground and pound. And he tried to submit me, but at this point, I didn't have, like anything. Also, this dude, I don't know if he was a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist, so he was, like, coming for me. But I didn't understand why coming for me, so. And another head kick. This fight is over! Yep. Another KO. KO TKO round 2, 4 minutes 36 seconds. I was 2-0. I'm 2-0, and that was the good part. And yep, I won that fight. Yep. So next up, we have another UFC fight. No, WFA fight. Coming up. Yeah, so basically, we're going up against, let me find it. So, we're going up again, and oh my god. See, I didn't understand this. So, WFA 32, Roger Salazar. My second WFA fight, and yeah, that's the best way I could put it. And these fights right here have been so far really well. If you can't tell, like, you know, it's really hard for me, right? Like, if you can't tell by my voice, check out the last episode where I just sneezed a lot, so that's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, and it's not good whatsoever. I wrestled this dude. I then did my ground and pound, obviously, because that's the best thing I could do against this dude, especially like by standing ground and pound. And this dude right here was like, I just wanted to get up. I wanted to do a regular fight, obviously. And he took me to the ground. And I was like, nah. Nah. So I took him to the ground, and I was like, trying to do my very best. So I was getting points for like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu transitions, which I found it a little bit odd. So yeah, and I just like did like a very good straight or jab to the head, and I basically, you know, did my thing. And I had very low stamina, and I didn't really know how to recover. So that was a problem. And so like I felt like, you know, it is what it is, and I was like being denied ground and pound at that point, and I just kept like doing it. So, and he was saved by the bell, which I found that really interesting because, wow. So he wanted to touch gloves. I was like kicked to the head, and immediately, and he did not look great. He did not look great at all. And from that, I got a TKO, and so, FWA 32, TKO round 2, 1 minute and 6 seconds. That is a very interesting thing. Now, for WFA 35, another featherweight fight, and these are like social media moments right here that you're seeing on your screen right now. Historical UFC moments. It doesn't have me on there. My next fight is Liam Young. So this is an English, a UK guy from England, as you could say. Excuse me, Liam Young. I got to work, obviously, and boom, okay. KO, TKO, round 1, 28 seconds in. That was impressive because, yeah, that was just impressive. I didn't really think of much, so I did it like that. So, okay. Next up, it's the Man Yong Son. Man Yong Son. He is my 4th professional fight. And, no, my 5th professional fight. And this will, I pretty much say, will conclude, like, the developmental era of the you know, you have Man Yong Son, featherweight, Dana White Contender Series, and yeah, that's all how much I can say for that. So this dude had like Superman punches. He was good at I didn't even know the Superman punch. So the Superman punch is like you jump up and you then punch, but you have to do it accurately, as this dude is doing, and Son is doing. And I've gone up against a Brazilian. I've gone up against an England dude. Now this is a South Korean. Now, he's more, from what I can remember, he's more of a kickboxer and a boxer dude. Or a balance dude. One of those three. And I wanted to go into the clinch, and he prevented the clinch. So, basically, I wrestled him, and I basically did ground and pound. So, he had a really hard time with that, and, like, look, he's having a real hard time with that, and I didn't understand why, and I knew I had to make a great impact, so yeah, all I can say is I won this fight KO TKO, round 1, 3 minutes 26 seconds in. And I did that. See? I told you guys.